got my sage going. For some people, listen, when they clean, it's bleach, it's pine sol. I'm not hating on what you use to bleach, ooh, what you use to cleanse. However, um, just make sure it makes you feel like your space is whole, right? Your clutter free space is whole, it's intact. Um, for my grandmother, it was pine sol and bleach. And she had like some little spray that she used. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes she would use incense and stuff like that. Um, a lot of people don't use sage simply because it sage awakens your chakras, right? It's in like automatic chakra cleanse. So a lot of people cough from sage, and that's okay. Coughing just means that the energy is moving, okay? A lot of people that come on camera, especially people that have a message, people that need to share their story, one of the first things you'll see them do is clear their throat because they have to fight that fear. Even though they don't want to tell their story, even though they don't have anything written down, they know they are called to that, right? And I'm gonna go live soon. I'm one of those people where I don't like to go live. I don't like to be in front of crowds. But one thing that I do know, because I've had to do it impromptu so many times, if you put me there, I'm going to lead with all authority. And so I don't show this picture much, but I used to be in the military. Yep, that's me. I used to be in the military. And on this picture right here, I had this wig on, y'all. Somebody should have told me about this wig, but it's okay. I was doing a military warrior competition, right? And we were training, and while we were training, like I had to have my hair braided in Sealy braids, right? But it didn't bother me. So I got to the military, everything was it was a reality check, and it happened quick. And it hit me so hard because God sent me to the military. Then God was telling me to be a chaplain, like you're a chaplain, you're a priest to people, you give people good advice, right? Well, I was gonna choose to be a chaplain in the military. And when I went to go look at it, the Holy Spirit said, most of what they're gonna teach you, you already have inside of you. I need you to go be a military police. Military police. Spirit, I don't want to be no military police. Yeah, but look at where your training gonna be and look how long your training is and look at your contract. Oh, one of the benefits of you coming to the army was getting your student loans paid off. See, there's always a method to the madness because I left corporate America. Baby, let me tell you something. I love my 3-inch stilettos and my business suits. I loved it. I loved it. You know why? Because I could go to a job as a normal worker. They would always put me in a leadership position. Right when I was getting ready to get promoted, most of the time, that's when I left. Because intuitively, people that are called to the world, they can't fit into corporations unless it's their own. They have to build their own model. You know what I'm saying? I started building my model with my first company. My first company, I said, I don't want my employees to have to work for nothing. I want them to know that they're going to be taken care of. Okay? The hits that I took during COVID, the hits that my company took, I tried to make sure that my employees didn't take those hits. Okay? And it took a lot because my employees was the husband and the wife of a family. Okay, now God, you done put me in charge of a whole household. But it didn't matter to me because I was never about money. When God told me 75-25 split, but it don't go in your way, I was like, ooh, wee. God, you done moved me to Florida where it's everything is triple. You know what I'm saying? The rent is triple. You understand what I'm saying? I went from paying not from praying, from having. I don't pay bills when I'm with a man. I went from having, I think it was a $900 house note for a 4-bedroom custom home in the brand new neighborhood, okay, to an apartment that I was on how many years old, but it had the palm trees I wanted. It had the space I wanted. It allowed me and my family to be close knit, right? And I think it shocked my ex at the time because he's looking at like we had all these space, we got a backyard, we had a mountain view, and now we in Florida because we weren't necessarily by the beach at the time. And so I say all that to say this. Some of y'all have been in leadership positions all your life. And some people say, well, no, I never had a title. It's not about a title. When they need somebody to go first, it's you. Because they know you can get up in front of a camera, you can get up with a mic, and you can go. Everybody can't do that, okay? Listen, y'all, I'm sitting here. I got my tree up, and I hope it sends red flags. Because you should know at all times you should be expecting a what? A blessing. See, people get outside of Christmas and Valentine's Day and birthday and stuff like that, anniversaries, and they forget that life is still going on. You better start celebrating every day. Because if you don't, let's say there's a holiday or birthday or whatever. Let's give you 2 a month. There's only 24 days you enjoying yourself. Oh, wait, that's not enough. You understand what I'm saying? People that drink, usually the weekend is theirs. They get an extra 48 days, or so they think they do. Because while you sitting up there drinking your life away or doing these drugs because you're doing it to suppress something, now you got to deal with that on the back end. Now you got to try to use the money that you was using for drinking for your health. And I done seen it, y'all. I used to sit at a bar. I'm telling you, I used to sit at a bar. I didn't know I was there on assignment. I kind of figured I was because I had the back of my hair cut. I have the back end size of my hair cut. I ain't never had this much hair, y'all, for real. It's when I was a little baby. But God would have me get these crosses cut in my head. And sometimes I would have on this, because I would usher on Saturdays and Sundays. God was not playing about me. I was the Saturday usher. And I would have on my jeans. You wear jeans on Saturdays, you put your blazer on. You got your shirt on. And I would wear my stuff, and people started saying, Janet, you an usher? And I'm like, yeah, such, right? Well, me not knowing, because I don't look at titles. I look at energy, okay? Speaking of it, let's have a talk about this Trump energy, right? And I don't want to keep on talking about this, but it's like the universe has opened my eyes to a different side of him. The things that this man is about to do, it's going to shock some people. It's going to shock the world. I don't know what he been doing in these 4 years, but is it impactful? And that's what you got to know about the underdog. And I'm going to tell you something. Trump was an underdog. I remember when he first ran, everybody was like, ain't no way this man gonna win. Well, I wasn't into politics. Okay, I'm praying over the country. I don't care who win. Get somebody in here that can help us. Because prayer warriors, during COVID, we were wore out. And then I had left El Paso. As soon as I left El Paso made the Times. They made the front page. It got bad down there. And I knew it was because the health system is not bad in El Paso. But the real medicine women, they up in the mountains somewhere. Part 2 coming soon.